Welcome back, everyone, here to Brax Talks. Got our third series recap for you. It's turning into a regular thing. You should start to expect maybe that this should be a regular thing. But to start things off, the Yankees are coming off a sweep against the Cleveland Guardians. In which Sunday, game me and Christian were at, the offense broke out, scoring 10 runs with 3 long balls. So great signs from the offense, and the Yankees are looking to carry that momentum into this series coming up with the division rival Baltimore Orioles. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Christian. The Orioles are 6-10.
Yeah.
Yes, the Orioles are 6-10. They're not a great team. They show they could be a little pesky. I think they're a little bit better team than they were last year. And obviously, you can't take them for granted because they've shown us time and time again. If we do that, they will take advantage of it. So you still got to bring your A game to the Baltimore Orioles, but the Orioles are not a good team. They're a very beatable team. And, as long as the, pitching can stay where it's at, keep continuing to put up zeros, and, the offense is able to carry in some momentum, Yanks should be okay. But we're going to fully dive in here. Why don't we start with the probables of this series? Probables, Christian, completely, I'm throwing you under the bus, completely screwed up the probables in his defense, though. This was last recap. His defense, though, one guy had COVID,
another guy totally messed up. It won't happen again this time. They already laid out all the probables. I'm going to nail them. All right, let's do it. All 3 of these pitchers we faced.
Wow.
So let's do it.
You're in the Bronx.
Tuesday, Jordan Lyles versus Luis Severino. We faced him on April 15th. In a game we lost 2-1. That was when Chapman gave up the walk to Cedric Mullins.
That was embarrassing.
He went 5 1/3, allowed 6 hits and just 1 run while striking out 4. His last start against the Oakland Athletics, the Orioles won 1-0 behind his 5 innings. He hasn't had an ERA below 4, though, in his career through 11 seasons, and he doesn't strike out that many guys. So just seems like a little bit of a lucky start for him. Yanks are much better seeing guys for the second time, so that's a game to win. Severino's been great this year, nothing but good signs. Feeling confident Tuesday. Wednesday, it's Tyler Wells versus Jordan Montgomery. We faced him on April 16th. And guess what? He shut us out through 4 innings. But we still won the game 5-2. His last start against Oakland, pitched 2 1/3, giving up 2 runs and 5 hits. And it's just his second season in the majors. Monty, pretty consistent. Off to a pretty good start this year, 2.5 ERA. And yeah, let's win it. Thursday, we got a lefty on the mound for the O's, Bruce Zimmerman.
Ooh.
Against Jameson Taillon.
Jamasho.
Can you guess what he did against us?
He threw 6 innings, shutout?
5 shutout innings. In a game we lost 5-0. He's been pretty consistent this year, allowing just 2 earned runs through 15 innings.
Yeah.
And this is his second season in the big leagues, too. So we're seeing all these guys for the second time. We got our 2, 3, and 4 we're rolling out, which is a little disrespectful to Nestor. But, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the offense is going to have to carry in its momentum from last series. And in which the offense played pretty well, especially Sunday, and just keep it going, keep getting the bats, passing the baton, piling runners on, and use Yankee Stadium to your advantage. Christian, I don't know if you know this. The Yankees this year, the New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, are 7-3 at home, losing 2 games at home to Toronto and 1 at home to Boston. They're 7-3 at home, and they're 3-3 on the road. So it seems, certainly it's very early, but it seems so far. Yes, it seems that the Yankees like to play at home, which previous years, it's always kind of been like that. So it's good that we're not in Camden Yards. Maybe, I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe we feel uncomfortable there. Who knows? I mean, we did lose the series to them in Yankee Stadium. Who knows? The Orioles just seem to find ways to beat us. But it certainly seems like the Yanks like playing in the stadium. So gotta keep the energy from the fans and just keep on going. Some side notes. Miguel Andujar is reportedly being called up. We're not entirely sure why. It could be they're sending out Ron Marinaccio, want to get another bat, and Andujar is absolutely raking in AAA. It's like 320 batting average, 3 home runs already. Really, really off to a hot start. But Michael Kay said on the McKay show, apparently Aaron Hicks is rumored to have a baby with his wife. So, we'll see. Yep, tip the cat to Hicksy. We'll see. We'll see what happens there, but it looks like Andujar's getting the call. I'm a big Andujar guy. Met him before. So he's a great guy. I'm excited to have him on the roster. And, if he could get some at-bats, which I'm sure he will, he'll probably even start at least one game in Baltimore. I'm very excited to see what he can do, and maybe he can, give the offense a jolt.
I mean, this is like his tryout here. If he does good, he's staying on the roster. Probably Marwin Gonzalez gets the boot. So, or maybe LaCastro. I think they like LaCastro though, actually. So, I mean, he's playing for a spot on the team. A little motivation for him.
Yeah, certainly. You should expect to see, well, he will be. Giancarlo Stanton, after getting the off day on Sunday, will be in Tuesday's lineup. Get the big boys up there. The bullpen's going to be fully rested, getting 2 days off, aside from Wandy and Marinaccio playing yesterday. But the main guys, they're ready to go. They were locked and loaded. So Booney, I mean, it is the Orioles, and obviously, no matter what, it is concerning if it's a close game. Sometimes, if we're up 1-0, 2-1. I mean, it is concerning because it is the Orioles, but at the end of the day, just try to win the ball game, Booney. Don't punt. You're in the stadium. Your bullpen's rested. I mean, let's go. Let's just try to string together some wins here. Get ourselves a nice little cushion on the American League East. And let's go. It's Red Sox to Toronto. They're playing. I think I don't know if it's 4-game set or 3-game set. You can find that out, Christian. Yep. But one of them's gonna lose, so that's good. So weak opponent in the Orioles. Let's go out. Let's go out and beat them.
4-game set for the Red Sox, and this is pretty much what I'm going to title the video. I love win streaks. The Yankees they got a chance to do something here. They already got 3. They're playing 3 at home against Baltimore, then Kansas City.
Oh,
and after that, the Blue Jays. But by then, we'd already be at 9. They could get a little something going. And we know this team is streaky. So, yeah.
We'll see. I mean, they're off to a good start. Um, we've definitely had our fair share of, uh, ups and downs this season. But at the end of the day, the Yanks are 10-6. Start off 5-12 last year. They're in a good spot. We win 3 here, get a sweep against Baltimore. You're looking at 13-6. So we gotta keep putting wins together. The offense has to carry in its momentum, and we got our 2-3-4. So we're definitely looking good for the series. So don't treat it weakly for Baltimore. Let's give it all we got. Got to be careful for some guys in Baltimore's lineup, mainly one guy, Cedric Mullins. We got the short porch in right field. He could look to take advantage of that, like we've seen him do when he's came here. But got to make sure to get guys like Cedric Mullins out, and I think we'll be in good shape for this series. 7:00 start tomorrow, I believe, and that's all there really is to it. Chris, you got anything else?
I got 2 big things this series.
Oh wow!
First one's Joey Gallo. This is pretty much like protocol. We have to mention him every series and say this is a must. He has to get going. But yeah, I got to say it. Maybe 1 or 2 hits in the Baltimore series, which is pretty good. And not the Guardians series, which is pretty good for Gallo.
Yeah.
But, I want to see him get going. And my second big one is Gleyber Torres.
Oh,
I know. Well, IKF, I mean, he's been going. I expect him to keep going.
I owe IKF an apology. There's a few. I think it was our first.
Hold on.
All right.
Gleyber Torres, he's coming off a walk-off. Last series against Baltimore, he didn't get a hit, right? I think he went like 0 for 11. And Torres has been known to crush Baltimore. So he's coming off a walk-off. He's at home. He's had a little bit of a slow start to the season. I think this is where we could really see him get going this series, So those are my 2 guys to watch out for.
Yeah. First off, you didn't even mention IKF. He's been absolutely tearing the cover off the baseball series every time up. He'll hit it to right field, center field, left field, wherever you put the ball, he'll hit it. And I owe an apology a few recaps ago. I was on his case. I was saying, come on, he can't even really play that great defense. But he's completely turned it around. I think he's batting like 300 now.
Yeah, he's over 300. Yeah,
very close. Yeah. And he's actually, stat came out today, he's leading Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, and Trevor Story, who's a second baseman, but shortstop from Colorado, right? He's leading them in WRC plus. He's leading them in batting average, and he's leading them in OPS. So
and slot.
Yeah. So IKF has been on an absolute tear. And, so far it's looking like Carlos Correa. All that, you want to opt out, blah, blah, blah. No, we got IKF, Fort Sear, big deal. We got IKF. We got Izzy, the Hawaiian Hustle. And, like he said, he wants to be called a world champ after this season. So, he's certainly playing like one. We're playing to be like one. So, big kudos to IKF. Another thing, DJ LeMahieu. It looks so far like the 2019-2020 DJ is back. He is back. So, certainly look to see him at the top of the lineup.
He had a ball while we were at the game. It's a hard line drive to right. And the right fielder just completely overran it, like in. Which just goes to show you he's hitting the ball hard.
And he hit a home run.
Yeah.
And let's Let's not have any more guys climbing up the wall this series, yelling in fans' face. You know, maybe we should have did an episode on Miles Straw, but that guy's an idiot, and me and Christian gave him his booze. If you want to see my take on that whole incident, it's on our Instagram at Bronx Sox Official. So you want to go check that out. Get my full takes. Very good. But yeah, the Yanks are looking good right now. You're a Yanks fan, you're feeling good. And let's keep getting some wins together. And that's gonna take us to the promised land. We want to win our division. We haven't won it since 2019. Let's go bring another American League East championship banner back to the Bronx. That's all I got, guys. Christian, you got anything else? All right. That's all we got. Bronx Sox, as always. Keep talking.